Mind Gap Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Gap Podcast. I'm Doug.
I'm Justin, and Doug, tell me a story.
Nothing would make me happier. And I want to preface this. When
Please.
this is a story that I encountered
Preface
by myself.
this for me.
I will give you pre-context. I'll give you pre-Cana on this.
Pre-K.
Oh,
Better than Arcana.
I don't think so. When I told Jill this story, she high-fived me so hard, and she's like, "I'm so proud of you." So
She give you that clean dap?
she gave me that,
Yeah.
We both jumped up and bumped each other,
Nice.
So I was at the grocery store getting groceries, and I was at Jewel specifically, and I was rolling along, and I turned the corner, and I see an older gentleman, probably in his 60s at the youngest, maybe a little bit older, and he was just like standing. It's just a wider area, but he's just like standing there with his cart. So I'm like, cool. It's a weird spot for you to be, just standing in the middle of everything. And he's eating something. I was like, that's weird to be in here and eating stuff. If you're at Costco and someone's got a hot dog, you're like, well, okay. But usually that's, over by the area where you're eating your hot dogs and your pizza. This dude's just eating something. He's got like one of those wax paper things. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, are you eating a donut from the bakery? Like, that's weird. Yeah. This is notable. I'm like, I didn't see exactly what it was. I'm like, that's because he was finishing up. I'm like, okay, whatever. Sure, yeah. So I go around him. I'm getting my milk. I'm getting stuff like that. And then I turn, and as I'm heading down the aisle, I see him maybe 10 feet in front of me. He's got his wax paper, and there's this stack of just these crates of Pepsi. And Pepsi bottles. And he just like he just pokes the wax paper, just boop, 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 pokes it in. It keeps on going. And I had an out of body experience. I just turned my cart. I went over, I grabbed the wax paper, and I came up behind him and I dropped it in his cart. I go, I think you dropped this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, if I could, I would drive back out to your city right now and high five you if we weren't recording this. I would drive all the way and do that. It's amazing. I am so proud of you.
I don't know if I was proud or not, but like I was
so
like,
uncharacteristic of you.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I saw just a white hot light. And I was just like,
shit.
I was just doing it.
I want to take this scene by scene or frame by frame. So what was going through your head? Like, I know you saw just white rage, but like, did you debate it for a minute or not?
It happened really fast, and that's what scared me.
So your body took over. It's just
really fast, right? I just watched this. I think because that's the thing is like I saw it happening in real time. And part of it's like parenting, where it's like, whoa, no. Like we gotta address this right now. Like I've seen stuff happen where I'm like, in order for me to stop this, I watched a guy just put a fucking old tire in a cart at Costco and roll it into the corner of the parking lot as I was leaving. And I'm like, that's fucked up. But what am I going to do? Go, hey, what's going on over there? And I was like, no, I can't, I couldn't do that in that moment. But in this situation, I literally saw it happen before my eyes. And I was like, hold on. No, this is bullshit. This guy's just whoop, 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 whoop. And then walking around, and I'm like, fuck this. And I just grabbed it, and I just came right up on him, and I was like, I think you dropped this. And I turned around, and then I walked about 10, 15 feet, and I turned around and looked at him, and he was like slowly turning around, looking at me, confused. And I go find a garbage! And I went about my business.
Go find the garbage! Like
I was just
like, what do
furious.
I do with this? I've been caught. Oh my god!
I think this is the reason why Jill is more confrontational in public, because she's willing to do it, because she goes, most of the time people don't expect you to do anything.
That's true.
Most people
That's
just
true.
expect that you're just going to let them do it. And just goes, and when you call them on it, most of the time they're like, whoa, they're caught off guard. I think that's exactly what happened with this dude.
Yep.
This dude's like, I guess I'll just tuck this in here and these crates of Pepsi. Because God forbid I just put it in my pocket and throw it out because there's garbage cans on the way out of the store.
There's often garbage cans in the store.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to find. It's just not.
Yeah. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's such a childish thing to be like, oh, I guess I'll just stick it here.
I'm making someone else's problem. Like that's someone who's got real bad main character energy.
Well, the problem is too, is like, I've gotten more like lawful and justice Doug is like taken over and just how things are. I'm just like, I hate that people just treat their environment like literal garbage in this case because they can. And because like, well, no one's going to do anything. And I'm just like, why would you put that there? Mm-hmm. Like, how hard is it to put it in your pocket or just set it on the top of your cart and then on your way out, throw it away? Why do you have to like shove it in there?
And also, there's like the act of shoving it, of specifically like tucking it in and poking it into a small space. He could have easily, like you said, he could have left it on his cart. Like, because how many times have you grabbed a cart and there's been something on the bottom of the cart, right? So people do that. He could have dropped it on the ground. He could have put it on the top of the Pepsi things. He could have discarded it the way a normal person who litters would have. He decided to specifically. So he was like, there was intent behind the action, and I think that's probably more so than anything what probably like triggered you. You're just like, there's intent there, and this guy's intending to be an ass. Yeah, it was a combination of things, and also looking back on it, that dude was probably fucking terrified when he looked around and saw me. Yeah, well, that's the bonus that you have. You've got a +10 to intimidation because my size. This dude was a short older man, and he was walking slow and everything. And when I just came up and go, just breathing in his ear, I was like, "I think you dropped this," just like Batman. I think you dropped this. He's just like, I think that's why. But it took him my 15 feet for him to slowly turn around and be like, "Huh? God, are you taking me? Is it happening? Is this it? The Holy Spirit? Is it grabbing me?" And then we make eye contact. I'm like, "Find the garbage," But that's it. I mean, you're 6'3" frame, 2 whatever, bald with a beard. Like you've got a presence to you, and I think that's this guy looked at it and went, "Uh-oh." Well, it's just, again, it's absurd. Yeah. And it's funny because this brings up something else happened in Jewel several months ago. Yeah. Where this guy and his wife just taking up so much room in the aisle, classic, and they stop right in front of the thing that I need to get. And so I'm waiting, and then like they step away from their cart. So I just kind of scooch in front of the cart. I move the cart slightly just so I can reach up and get it. And as the dude comes back, he just goes, "Do you mind?" and just screams at me. Holy shit, dude. And I stop and look at him. His wife goes, he's joking. Which tells me a few things. It tells me, one, that's not the first time that she's had to do that with him. Yeah. And two, he's paid for it in the past. And so I just casually grab my stuff, I put it in my cart, and I look back and I go, "Good joke." And then give him a thumbs up, and I keep walking. Good joke. The best thing you could have said to throw him off his game, because not what he was probably expecting to hear back from you. I'm just like, listen, man, you're in my way, and you are just taking all your time looking at fucking barbecue sauce. I got to get to this orzo, so I'm gonna get it. So fuck you. Your shit's in my way. I was just like, that stuck with me for a while, where I just really like. I was just like, because I'm trying to unpack. I was like, was he being? He didn't seem like he was joking, right? And if he was trying to do a joke, I'm like, you're gonna get punched, sir. You're gonna need to work on your timing because also timing sucks. You are not in good shape. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, you're old. You're older than me, and you're in bad shape. And I don't think this is gonna go well. You do that to the wrong person. So listen.
I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not looking to, break people's faces.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, no big deal. But I'm like, you get to the wrong fucking person, you're going to be in trouble. So
100%.
people snap for less. That could have been the moment where I snapped, right? Watching the wax paper going, he just goes, blah, 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 and I just like flip his cart over,
Right,
whip out my dick and piss on all of his stuff, like.
Well, and you don't know what someone else has gone like. So again, like obviously something had something led up to him snapping that day, but reverse it. He doesn't know who he's snapping at. Like you don't know. He doesn't know what you've gone through that day. You do that to the wrong person. Also, suburbs are wilding out there, dude. Like what is happening at the grocery stores in the suburbs? That is
dude.
Crazy town.
I know. I mean, it reminds me of this video I watched. It was this dude was like a professional fighter, and he was watching this guy like yell at his girlfriend. He's like, "Hey man, chill out. Don't do this." And the guy's like, "Oh yeah." He starts stepping on him and he just laughs. He goes, "I'm not the one, dude. I'm not the one.
Not the one.
I'm not the one."
This
He
is
just was
where you-
very calm. He goes, "I'm not the one, dude.
You don't
I'm
want
not
it,
the
yep.
one." And the guy picked up on the vibe and like stopped. He was still angry, but he didn't come back. He's like, I'm not the one. Nope. And there's something about that energy and the way that you conduct yourself that people are like,
yeah,
wait a minute.
yeah.
This person's not responding the way that I expected.
This other person's not ratcheting up like I'm ratcheting up. That's terrifying. Yeah.
This person's like, please don't.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
not going to go the way that you think it's going to go.
Right, exactly. I always thought in college I had a buddy who was in the Marines, and he said one of the first things you learn is not in base. It's not in camp. It's when you get your first like weekend pass. He goes,
yeah.
when you get into a fight, and you will. He goes, if you punch someone in the bar, like in a bar, if you get in a fight, you punch someone directly in the nose, and they go like this.
Yeah.
The fight's over. He goes, you don't continue. You go, I'm sorry, let me buy you a beer. I apologize. But it's the kind of thing like if someone doesn't give that energy back that you're expecting, you're like, I think I barked up the wrong tree here.
And that's a terrifying moment. We've all had that happen.
Oh, yeah,
I've watched it.
absolutely.
I've watched it happen to Natalie when Natalie's done something, and I turn to her to reciprocate. She goes, "Oh no. Like
I didn't mean to escalate.
I was like, cool. Well, Justice Doug is driving the ship now. This is the bus from Speed, and we're going more than 50 miles an hour. Beep beep.
I want to do a trading card deck. If anyone out there is listening right now, I want to do a trading card deck for all the Doug personalities.
Right.
We got Justice Doug, Practical Doug. We got Tickle Me Doug. We got Jim Doug. We got Cooking Doug. Let's come up with some other ones, but those are the primary ones.
Justice / Lawful Doug is really coming to their own as of late, and it's.
Was there an inflection point? Is there something you can pinpoint?
A lot of it, I think, has to do with just the state of society and the way people are acting. And I'm
fair.
like, in general, and I'm just like, that's not okay. And I'm
had
prepping
enough.
myself. I'm trying to mentally prep myself for if something happens, and I'm nearby. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like,
Yeah,
you
Sure.
know. Because we'll see. Because I don't want to, but I'm like, Justice Doug may grab the wheel, like in the grocery store, and I may be like, well, fuck, we're in it now. Like,
right.
Yeah.
No turning back. We've escalated it. You just hope that everyone responds the way you want them to.
Pedal to the metal, baby. Here we go. We got to make this jump. We got to
clear the canyon.
We got to clear it, man.
Shot.
We got to do it. We got one shot. We got to line it up. Now, Justin, you have a story as well.
I do. Mine is nowhere near as amazing as that one, but it's more of just a funny anecdote. I bought a car, or I traded in my car over the weekend, and we like to do business with McGrath Subaru in Evanston. Plug to them.
Jesus Christ! Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
sponsoring McGrath Subaru in Evanston.
We've just had really good experiences. So obviously we live in Grand Rapids. That's quite the drive. So. A lot of jokes made about this and this. So sometimes if you they'll do a search if you want a specific car, color, whatever option package. They'll do a search in a specific radius and say, okay, another dealership has that, so they'll trade cars with them. They'll drive a car to the other dealership's lot, drop that one off, pick yours up, drive it back, and this and that. So the only one that fit all the criteria and the pricing and this and that was. A little ways away. It was like over 100 miles away, right? And so they were like, it's going to take a little while. This was on Friday. We were doing the deal, and they're like, we should have it here by Monday. And they got it back, and I said, out of curiosity, we went and picked up. Out of curiosity, I said, where did you have to go to get the car? And like, oh, it was in Michigan. And I go, where in Michigan? Doug, I'm going to give you one guess where they went in Michigan to get my car.
Please don't tell me they went to Grand Rapids.
I drove from Grand Rapids to Evanston.
Oh, my God.
My sales rep drove from Evanston to Grand Rapids, drove back from Grand Rapids to Evanston. I grabbed the car and drove from Evanston back to Grand Rapids.
I can't even look right. Like, I just, especially after everything you told me, like, before we started rolling, I'm just like, the inefficiencies. I'm like, what do we?
I told him, I'm like, Wyatt, buddy, I could have saved you the trip. I could have just.
I could have saved me the trip.
I could have picked the car. If you guys process the paperwork, I'll just go get the goddamn car. It was just, I'm like, because he goes, it goes Grand Rapids. I said, you see the irony, right? And he goes, oh, believe me, I do. He goes, this has never happened in my time of doing this. I've never had this exact scenario.
The narrator kicks in and says, this happens every week.
Wyatt was lying.
Wyatt was ashamed. This happens all the time.
All the time. Wyatt was regretting his life choices.
Wyatt knew he had a good customer, and he chose to lie in this moment. Never happened before.
So I was just like, well, there you go. Again, wild inefficiencies in the world of automotive sales.
Fuck, that just drove my heart pressure. My blood pressure just spiked when you said that. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Nope.
And they knew where you were coming from, too. Like, it's just like,
they knew
all that. They're like, you know what we got to do? We'll get the car from where he is and bring it down here.
Yeah.
And then have him drive down here and get it and then drive back home. Fucking perfect.
What a waste of not only time, but like gas and just everything, dude.
Oh, how many animals died from the methane that was released in that process?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like if that doesn't break Practical Doug's brain, I don't know what will.
I'm in a bad place right now, Justin. I'm in a real bad place after that story. I don't like that one bit. Jesus Christ.
Justice Doug is about to kick in. He's about to drive up to Evanston and go,
that's Practical Doug that's driving the bus now. He's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like he's got out his map. Right. He's got a fucking a compass. He's got a protractor.
Drawn lines.
He's just like, and he just stops. He's like, literally stops the bus and is like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Hold on a second. We're doing what now? No. I half expect you to go up there and actually run all right, I'm gonna create a training for you guys about how to be efficient.
Step 1, check where the person is. Step 2, if the car that they want is where the person is, then don't go and get the car.
Right. Step 3, see step 1.
Yeah. See step 1, on to step 2 if need be.
If need be, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking nightmare. Well, let us know what you think about those stories. Have you ever confronted anyone in a fucking grocery store? Have you had a car buying experience or trading in experience where someone was a fucking idiot? Lovey McGrath and Subaru, Evanston.
Here's the thing. I blame the Subaru dealership here. It's personally. I don't like them. I don't like them here, so I'm going to blame that. I'm going to blame this dealership instead.
Narrator kicks in. Justin really likes Wyatt and doesn't want him to feel bad in case he hears this episode.
It was totally Fox Subaru's fault, Doug.
Those fucking Fox Subaru.
Fucking Fox Subarus.
Fucking Subaru. All right. Well, let's talk about diseases, Justin.
All right. Yeah. Let's lighten things up a little bit.
Let's lighten things up with diseases. The world out there is weird as it is. You got COVID that's still there. You got fucking measles that's making a comeback.
Yeah, exactly. We learned about diseases real good about 5 years ago.
Flu, got all that good stuff is out there. But you know what's worse than that? Fictional diseases, fictional ailments, fictional curses, things like that.
Those are
bad. And as bad as all this shit has been, in our real world, how bad would it be if we looked at some of these fictional things, these fictional elements, and just explore which one do we think would be the worst and why? But let's start with kind of like an open question here, Justin. What is your least favorite kind of fictional affliction? Fictional affliction, that's got to be the name of a band or something.
Oh my God, absolutely, yeah.
Fictional affliction?
Like a punk emo band?
Oh my God, that's totally an emo band from the early 2000s. Fictional affliction. Oh my God, on tour with My Chemical Romance. Oh my God. Is it like body horror?
Yes.
Is it emotional curses? Is it magical plagues? Like which thing is like your least favorite?
It's body horror, man. It's got to be body horror. Body horror is the toughest. It's the toughest movie for me to watch. Anytime I see something body horror related, it's just. I think what it is because like magical plagues and stuff. Anything with I'm like, okay, there's an element of fantasy there, but body horror feels like it's too close to could happen, and so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anytime we see anything with that, it hits home.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I mean, just the movie Alien. I mean, you watch that and you're like, I don't want that to happen to me ever.
No.
No, that seems awful. From the face hugger all the way through to the alien exiting your chest cavity. It just sounds like a fucking miserable experience.
From the hugging to the bursting, top to bottom.
That's right.
T to B. Yeah, no good.
First you hug, then you bust, and that's it, baby.
Sounds like my prom night.
Dude, I want to make a sticker of a face hugger that says hugging and busting,
Hugging and busting since 1980, whatever.
Since 1979.
Dude, that's it. That's a great shirt. Hugging and busting since 1979. Fuck, I want to make that shirt. That's so
my
good.
God. We can totally get away with that, right?
Absolutely.
TBD. We're hugging and busting since 1979.
Oh my God, I'm absolutely. Here's the thing: I'm gonna make a custom shirt just for you and I that we can wear. Like
Dude,
it's not gonna be for sale, but we're wearing the hell out of that.
It's just for us, man.
I love it.
Yes, let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, let's take a look at some like contagion. We're talking viruses, infections, apocalyptic diseases,
Sexy stuff.
So, how familiar are you with the Resident Evil games? Movies.
I know of them. I've seen the first like 2 Resident Evil movies. I have never played the games, so yeah. I'm like tangentially familiar at best.
Oh wow, that's great. I'm just impressed you saw the movies. I saw the first movie and I was like, this is some fucking bullshit because I was a huge fan.
So you were
the first 2 games.
Something, yeah.
Yes, I played the first 2 games a lot. They were big deal, and watched.
I'm pretty sure I just watched them for Mila Jovovich.
Fair enough, you know. But the big thing in that franchise is the T virus. So it like turns people into zombies. Like it creates different creatures and things of that nature. And there are some cures associated, but usually that cause more mutations. And so it's like highly infectious. Like in the first game, again, I can't speak to too much beyond what I've played and experienced, but like the first game is like there are zombies in Raccoon City. That's where it is. That's where this mansion is. And it's filled with zombies and all sorts of other wild creatures. There's actually giant spiders in it, which is crazy. Dude, that was one of the worst moments. What I love about that game, first of all, is it's a fixed camera perspective. Okay. So like you'll be walking and then like maybe you walk from right to left in this thing. And then once you go to the left, the angle turn, like the changes, and now the angle's behind your character. And so as you're walking down the hallway, you can't see what's around the corner because it's a fixed camera angle. But you can hear shit. You can hear stuff. You can hear like, you're like, well, I can't see around the corner.
Right.
I don't want to go around the corner. And you do, and all of a sudden you start getting attacked. You're like, fuck! Like, you can't see.
That seems like poor game mechanics.
It's amazing because the horror element of it is just, it's fantastic.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But at some point, like, I remember going up to this attic and I'm getting something and I hear, thump. I'm like, what's that? And I turn around, giant fucking spider. And I immediately pull out my shotgun and I'm like, oh my God, it's a fucking, like, I was terrified. Just, what? This thing was fucking huge. Just,
yeah.
And you hear, as it's like walking on the attic floor. Horrifying. Anyway, viral infections like that would turn people into zombies. Yeah. Pretty terrible. Pretty terrifying. Wouldn't like it, No, thank
not
you.
At all.
No
and obviously the serums are the like all the anti-vaxxers. This is what they were thinking was going to happen during the COVID times. This is like, no. We've watched Resident Evil. We've played the games. We know this is what this is. This is a waking nightmare.
This is a no-no.
Do you want giant spiders? No.
I don't think so. Next up, you got the Cordyceps infection from Last of Us.
Yeah.
Also,
now we're
similar
talking.
element. Pretty
Yep.
fucking terrifying.
Very terrifying.
Because that's also similar to like if you get scratched or you get bitten or something like that, you get.
Yeah. Because it's just scratched too, right? Like you don't have to do a full bite, so like it's like you're really exposed.
I think I think it's mostly bitten. I think is kind of like how it goes, but I would assume in a lot of ways that it's a fungus. So
the most terrifying thing about this is the fact that they have seen this in the animal kingdom in real life, and I'm like, so it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from us.
Yeah. I think that was like the opening, like cold open to the whole show. It was like in the 1960s or something, and they're having a conversation between like a scientist and other people, and he's just like, if the world warms up enough, basically if the temperature changes enough, then this thing has the ability to do that. They're like, that's crazy, and then it's like slow fade and cut to present day, where it's like, this is where we are.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be awful, man. Like you just got this thing in nature that's like, good luck getting rid of it.
Right. It is. And it's all hive minded. It's all like, it's got this shared network. Like that's just man. How do you like that? There's no way to fight against that. If you had a network, a connected network of zombies, forget about it.
Well, not only that, but then it's also, they evolve, Yeah. You got like the massive bestial ones. You've got the ones that are like sneaky and smart.
Right.
And then it just gets to the point where like, there's just a horde of them, and then they're fast too, which sucks. That's the part that sucks. And also, some of that shit's airborne. You get down to a certain area, and you breathe it in, and it's like, it'd just be awful.
There's just
there's no. You watch the show, you're like, this sucks to survive in this world. It's like, just put a gun in your mouth, man. Call it.
Well, and that's the thing with a lot of these. And I think we're going to find that the ending is probably about the same for most of these. How long do you try to? That's the thing we used to talk about The Walking Dead. Well, like you're trying to survive to what end?
Yeah, what are you looking to establish?
Like are you just like survival versus like living? I don't know, man. Yeah, like, you get something like the Cordyceps infection. I don't know. I'm thinking about the easy way out.
Yeah. Similarly, the Rage virus in 28 Days Later.
That one's terrifying.
That franchise. That one's also terrifying because that is like specific. You get a drop of blood, saliva, anything like.
Dude, that one scene in the first movie, which is like straight down into the eyeball. That's such a heartbreaking scene. Yeah.
Brutal. I my favorite thing about that movie was I remember watching the extras, the DVD extras, and they did a whole storyboard, like because they changed the ending when they were writing.
Okay.
Because originally the ending was that like they go to find, spoilers for this movie that came out in like 2003. They go to find the military, but the military's all dead. So they keep going and they find a hospital, and they actually find like an undead, like, or one of those things that is like, it's like, no, what do? They essentially do a blood transfusion. So like the girl's dad gets infected, they knock him out, and Cillian Murphy's character decides to sacrifice himself. He does a blood transfusion with Brendan Gleeson's character, and he takes on the virus and gives fresh blood to Brendan Gleeson so they can survive. And like the last shot is Cillian Murphy's character like tied up and like thrashing on an operating table. But they actually pause it. They go, so here's our problem with this. We've established that if you get one drop of blood in your eye, he goes, it spreads. He goes, so how are you going to do a blood transfer? Like
the minute one drop transfers over, both are infected.
Like, what are you going to do? Scrub every cell, every capillary? He's like, how is that even going to work? And he's like, that's why we abandoned. But they had storyboards for it, which was really cool. And they read the stage directions, and they read the lines that they had written.
It's a cool, it's a cool ending. Like what a great, that's a cool ending.
It was a cool concept for it. But like, that would suck. Just someone because in a matter of seconds, they turn into rage monsters, and they either vomit blood on you or they just try to kill you.
Right. And I feel like the thing is, like, IRL, we're not too far from this, just like general rage monsters. So
yeah, I mean, I think that would be the scary thing for that. I think it would be pretty wild. All right, let's move on to like cursed elements, magical, emotional diseases.
All right, now,
are you familiar with the Hanahaki disease?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first read this list, I thought that said the Hanukkah disease. And I was like, I don't know what we're doing here, but okay, no, the Hanahaki Disease, I don't know what this is.
All right, so this is from various anime shows where essentially someone falls in love with someone and they essentially are cursed and flowers start growing in their lungs.
Holy shit, dude, are you serious?
Yeah. And so like they love someone and like they start coughing up petals and eventually full
So
flowers.
you asphyxiate on flower petals.
So if it's not dealt with, you die. Like you can suffocate. So there's two ways to cure it. One, the person that you love has to say, I love you too. They have to reciprocate the love.
Okay.
And they have to mean it. Or you can have surgery to get them removed from your lungs. But when they do that, you lose that love for that person. Like it is like, it's taken away. And so like, if you truly love that person and you get that removed, then it's basically an emotional death, more or less, for that person.
So let's play this out. Like, to me, and maybe this is, maybe I'm cold-hearted, that doesn't seem that bad. If it's unrequited love, it's kind of like an Eternal Sunshine kind of scenario. Like, okay, we can save you, but you're going to lose the love for this person. Okay, they don't love me anyways, so why am I going to keep pining after this one? Take them away.
Well, you don't know if they don't love you in this situation. That's why you got to be like, please. Because here's the thing. If you see someone barfing up flowers, they're in love with somebody.
Right. But can't you just, so wait a second. Can't you just go up to the person and say, hey, I love you. You love me? Save my life.
You could, but what if they're like, fuck you? No, I don't. But you still love them.
But you can get a surgery to not love them anymore and save your life. I think that's a win-win. I'm okay with this disease.
I feel like you're being way too practical with this, and this is coming from Practical Doug. Have you not loved anyone other than Beth in so long that you don't know what that's like, Justin?
I've never loved anyone but Beth, Douglas.
Fair enough. Well done.
Thank you.
Narrator kicks in. Justin has loved a lot of things in his life, but so Beth doesn't get mad. He's going to say that he loves Beth and only Beth.
Wyatt understood Justin's lie.
Wyatt nods along. I get it.
I get it. No, how bad would this one be though? Like if you were in a relationship with someone and all of a sudden you started coughing up and they're like, "But wait a second,
you.
but I love you."
And you're like, "I know." And they're like, "I love you." And they're like,
that would suck.
What the fuck? And then they start barfing up flowers. And they're like, what the fuck? What have we done?
When I see someone else puke, I puke too.
Sometimes when I puke, I come. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, that one would be.
Yeah.
Listen, compared to the virus stuff, like that's not as bad, but that would still suck.
It would
if you're
suck.
like, I love someone who doesn't love me. I'm barfing up flowers. This sucks.
And it's not even like you can just.
And let's face it, based on the way the government ain't helping you with your medical insurance on this, you're gonna get fucked. You know,
fucking United Healthcare is not approving that claim. Get out.
Hell
of here.
no. You know, no way. No way. The big ugly bill's gonna fucking. You know, they cut the fucking money for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. No way. All right, let's talk about Beast's curse from Beauty and the Beast.
Now we're talking.
You know, you're an asshole. They're like, cool, we're going to turn you into something that reflects who you are on the inside. And the only way to break this curse is similar to the Hanahaki disease, is someone has to genuinely love you back. Mm-hmm. Even though you're a big fucking beastie boy.
But it doesn't necessarily, you're not turning into that beast. You are turning into something that's representative of you on the inside.
And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be gross.
Wait, why do you look like Jeffrey Epstein all of a sudden?
Why do you look like Jeffrey Epstein, but you sound like Gilbert Gottfried? God.
I have proclivities.
No one will love me. That would be rough, man. That would be rough because, listen, I'm a firm believer in Tinder nowadays. Like, someone will swipe to you and whatever. Yeah. You know, like, I feel like Beast situation, it was just regional issue. Not many people. That's what it isolated.
Is. It was regional, lack of technology, yeah, exactly. That's
Someone's gonna have a kink for something, you know. 100%. And
dude, the furry community, first hard stop. He just didn't.
They're like, it's a real thing. It's not even a suit. I'm in, you know.
I'm in.
Like,
New
There's a
kink
whole
unlocked.
fandom who's all about dragon fucking in like books and stuff like that. Like that's
go.
like with technology nowadays, you're gonna beat it. Now with
You're
true
fine.
love, I don't know, but you're well on your way at least to getting some sexy time.
At least you
And
can
that
get
could
laid.
potentially leave there. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Who knows?
your odds increase dramatically with technology today. So
Exactly.
and then we've got sleeping curses from fairy tales. You know.
Yes.
So you go in a coma like Snow White, eat that apple, eat that ass. You get
Eat
your
that
finger pricked
apple.
on a spindle, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're asleep. Boom, you're out. Which part of me is like, I'm asleep. Who gives a shit?
But that's the thing. It's not my problem at that point. Like, it is what it is, you know. But then you
Because
are
also
waiting
it
on
seems
someone
like they
else
don't age while they sleep, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just I can't tell if that's
well,
how
how
it goes.
long was Sleeping Beauty asleep? Not that long.
I feel like it was.
right?
They grew thorns and shit, vines around the castle and everything like that. I don't know how long it
Those
lasted.
could have been magic vines.
They were magic vines because if you
Right.
pricked your finger on it, you fell asleep. You know, so there you go. And then
whole
Snow White, I don't know how
epidemic.
long she was out, but the only cure is like someone has to give you a kiss to wake you up,
Yeah.
and you don't get to say yes. Someone just comes by and goes, "I'll wake you up." Yeah.
It didn't wake up. Okay, next. Running a kiss train on you. It's no good.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not good. No.
And then you just get
Yeah.
herpes all over.
You get all sorts of cold. You wake up with cold sores. You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Man,
that
this is some
that magic
bullshit.
curse leads to a very real body horror curse. Oh, transition.
Yeah. Body horror. So now let's move on to like curses and things like that that come along with from the body horror. But like, lycanthropy, werewolf, essentially you just get bit by a werewolf, you survive. And then every full moon, you start
Every full
to
moon
change.
you have a good time. That's what I think.
Right?
It's a
Yeah.
good time Charlie over here. I think, you know what? It's not the worst thing.
It
It
sucks to
doesn't
be like,
kill
fuck. It doesn't kill you, but you
Exactly.
kill
You're
other people.
fine. This
Yeah.
is not my problem.
Except if someone's like, I got a silver dagger that's going right up your ass, boy. Boyo.
Look here, boyo. I've got a silver
Look here,
dagger.
boyo. I've got a silver dagger. I'm going to cut off your nips.
Scottish pirates coming after you.
Your werewolf nips. I'll take them for me.
The most feared werewolf hunters of all time, Scottish pirates.
Oh, no. Is that a Scottish pirate? Fucking run, bro.
Oh no.
I've got to be. I just about spit everywhere. Man, I'm about to drench this all over some spit with some spit. Yeah. I wouldn't be great. You'd have to have you'd have to have a basement where you'd be like, all right, chain me up. The full moon's coming. I'll see you
go.
in 2 days? I don't know how long full moon lasts. Like, I don't know.
I think the worst thing is you'd have to get really into astronomy. Like, not just like passively, you'd really have to pay attention to it.
If you're like, oh, what's the phase of the moon? Cool. And all that, you
Yeah.
have to burn through some PTO like crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
yeah, not great. Not
no
great
good.
at all. Big pain in the ass. And if something fails, you're on basically turn into a feral animal that's just running around killing shit, which is no
Exactly.
good. So, not great. Not a good time.
Not a good
Have you ever seen The Thing?
I have such a good,
Oh,
such
so
a good
fucking
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Infection. Okay, now The Thing infection. Talking about body horror. Yikes.
Right?
Yikes.
And this is similar to the alien thing where you're just like, man, you're good luck.
Well, that's the thing about the great thing about that whole film is just like you don't know. You have no idea who's
Yeah.
been infected because it's a perfect shapeshifter and it just infects people and it's just fucking worst. You have no idea. Because also it's like I don't know what the process is for it to copy you. We don't actually see the full process for that, but it's not great. I think it consumes you to copy you.
That is interesting.
So-
Yeah, we've never really seen the full thing. But then again, like when oh yeah, some of the again going back to just the body horror images from that movie when people are like just melting, the tentacles coming out, the fucking dog. It's just
Oh yeah,
it's a whole
the guy who gets burned in his head detaches from his body.
Yep.
and he uses his tongue to latch
that
onto something
scream.
and pull himself away, and then like the little spindly legs come out from it. Ugh.
yeah.
I remember the first time watching that, the doc's like giving him like the defibrillator, and then he goes in, his chest opens up, and like
and
bites off his arms.
Yeah,
yeah, terrifying.
Fun.
So
to
that's
watch.
just around the corner. At any point in time, you're like, what? Where? You don't know who's who. You basically have to be like, let me test your blood with this. Yeah. With this hot poker, you know?
Well, and that's the thing. Like every time, if that was an actual thing, like you said, right? Like every time that you came home, every time you ventured out into the world, but then even every time you came home to your significant other, you'd be like, all right, time to check each other.
Let's check our blood.
Yeah. What a shit world to have to live in.
Ugh, just the worst. And
now,
then you got Greyscale from Game
this
of
one
Thrones.
Would be a fucking, it's just talk about a slow burn on that one.
That one sucks because there's not really a cure for it. I know that one dude, they caught it early enough where they basically were able to cut it off. Mm-hmm. But it's also incredibly contagious. Like if you touch it at all, you start to get, and then you start going insane.
Yep.
More or less, which is rough, man. That's super rough. And you just better hope to God that wherever that is, it's on an island, and it's not on a mainland area, because you do not want that shit.
That's one of those things too. Like if you were to get that, like, do you just be like, all right, cool, like ship me off to an island? You just gotta you gotta put yourself on a boat and just go.
Yeah. I'll see you at Staten Island.
Island of Grace, Staten Island. That's where
I'm off to Staten Island.
They essentially all have Greyscale, anyways.
Yeah, right. Something like that.
They
have skin cancer.
Staten Island has a lot of diseases.
Yeah. So I guess this is a great question that goes along with this. Would you rather transform, melt, or fossilize?
Transform, melt, or fossilize.
Based on these three afflictions.
Yeah, if I had to, oh man.
Because that's something we didn't think about with werewolf, is you have to then change into a werewolf. Like that's got to be fucking painful.
Well, they never depict it in films as being pleasurable. So
no,
it's never like oh yay.
Yeah, you don't just be like, arr,
your
like
bones start snapping.
And you're doing that once a month, man. It's an allegory for the female experience. That's what it is.
There it is.
You know, it's a metaphor. Yeah. That would be brutal, man. That'd be brutal.
Absolutely brutal. Yeah. Would you want to go through that every time, melt or fossilize? I guess, man. I don't know. I would say transform, I suppose, would be, because I have to assume at some point you would probably, I say this maybe, you would get used to it, question mark? Like you could maybe desensitize yourself to it if it happened enough. Maybe.
God. I mean, of all those, the one of these that you could have the most life with, I think, is lycanthropy. I think that's because Greyscale, eventually you're going to fossilize. Like
yep. And then the thing, I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That do what it do. Yeesh. All right. Let's. We only had. We sent this out to the Discord community to get some people's ideas.
All right.
On what they would be afraid of. We just got the one from Mr. Noah here, and he says, I mean, Cordyceps seems truly awful. Hellish, even.
Yep.
And he goes, does being impregnated by a xenomorph count as a disease? I don't want that to happen to me ever. Which followed by a great exchange where I said, as it's not real as of yet, then it counts as fictional. And then Noah says, you heard it here first, folks. Doug thinks impregnation is a disease. I said, no. Perfect. I think impregnation is fictional. So,
Doug, you have a daughter. Yep, and she
prove
doesn't. Prove it. I still don't buy it.
These are the things you can be a part of if you join the Discord. Link in the description down below. YouTube.com/MindGapPodcast. Ba-ba-bow.
Is it being impregnated or is it being infested? No, not infested. What would it be? This is the face hugger. You're not being impregnated by it necessarily, because everyone knows you can't get pregnant with oral.
I mean, I keep trying. I'm gonna find a way.
Doug's gonna prove that to be wrong.
Life finds a way, Justin. Life finds a way.
Life
finds a way. That reminds me of something. Years ago, when my mom,
I was in Jewel.
I was in Jewel. Jill and I were gonna go on a cruise with my mom, and this is like the second or third we've been on with my mom, and I don't know, we were married at this point, and my mom was just like creating a very awkward conversation where she's like, well, now, when we go on this cruise, like, you can't be pregnant, Jill. Jill's like, okay.
Oh, I don't.
She was like, no, you can't be pregnant and go on the cruise. And we were like, understood. Not happening. And she just like wouldn't let it go. And I wish to hell, like, I would, if I could just go back in time for one moment, it'd be for this moment where she's like, you can't be pregnant. I go, well, we're doing it in the butt, Mom. So no worries. I wish.
Health class, Mom.
I wish I just could have gone back and be like, well, I'm just blowing it in her ass. So we're good.
What was her hang up with this?
It was so, came out of nowhere.
What a bizarre thing.
I was like, we know. We've been on a cruise before with you. We know. Why are you doing this? Like, it was so weird.
Can pregnant people not go on cruises?
It's not recommended for various reasons. Like, they don't recommend that. Just like you shouldn't ride Space Mountain when you're pregnant. Like, it's not a good thing for you.
Oh, it's because the cruise ship does 70 miles an hour and goes upside down. Is that why?
Yeah, it does. It does the loop-de-loops.
Yeah. I forgot Caribbean Cruises does that.
That's right, man. Like, we're going to do this sick move to slide into the parking spot at the island,
Watch you skid in.
You ever seen Ace Ventura? Watch this shit.
You ever seen a cruise ship do donuts? Hang on.
You ever see a cruise ship? You ever be on a sidewalk when a car drives over a puddle? Well, watch what we're going to do to this fucking island.
Watch this.
We're going to create our own tidal wave. Woo!
Jesus
Insane.
Christ.
Well, that was fun talking about all that stuff. Gang, let us know what you think. Which of these diseases would be the worst? Are you like kind of like the infection, contagion stuff? Is that the worst? Is it the curses? Is it the body horror? Let us know which one do you think would be the worst and why. Let us know. YouTube.com/MyGodPodcast. Comments, like and subscribe while you're there. Justin, let's ratchet up the intensity with another game of Patch Notes Real Life Edition. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna buff.
All right. So if this is your first time joining us for this, essentially we're pretending that life is like a video game. Life is a video game. We're gonna patch it all night long. Cochran wrote that. Didn't have the E at the end of his name, so fuck him. Anyway.
That was a ride we just went on.
Yeah, we did. So essentially, I'm going to read Justin some dev notes, some patch updates to life, and Justin's going to react and tell us whether he likes them or doesn't, and why. Yep. So, Justin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Justin.
Putting on my Scrum
Every
Master
candle.
hat.
Oh shit! Yeah, bringing it back, baby. Always comes back to Scrum. Every candle now saves a checkpoint when blown out.
I've got so many follow-up questions on this one.
I can't imagine what they would be.
Every candle saves a checkpoint. Well, no, because remember we talked about what video game mechanics would be horrible in real life, and checkpointing would be a slippery slope. So I would say that that candles now are slippery slopes. Also, at any given time, we can have like 7 candles going in this house. So like. Just blowing them all out like there's 1 second checkpoints saved into horrible. I think that gets real messy real quick.
Tell you what, Yankee Candle stock would shoot through the roof. That's for sure.
Goddamn right it would. It would finally come back.
Yes.
And do I need it to? Because I am taking a bath on that stock.
Please, Yankee Candle. We need you now more than ever.
What do you think? Would you like that one or not?
No, I wouldn't like that at all.
All right.
I think checkpoints are a dangerous place to be.
Yeah. Agreed.
Especially because the question is, checkpoint for whom? And if we all have candles, what's the save file look like? Is it save file for me? Does my save file match up with your save file? So if I reload that checkpoint, is it the same for you? Do you have your own save file? I can't deal with that.
How do you load the checkpoint? Do you relight the candle?
That is a dev note for another time, Justin. Another time. All right, next one. Backpacks announce your current carrying weight out loud.
Not your current weight, the current weight that you're carrying in the backpack.
The current weight.
Because my answer depends on what the answer to that is.
Here comes Mr. 205. Look at Mr. 205 over here. Hey-oh, look out. We got 205 rolling through.
If they announce your carrying weight. You know what? I don't need it, but I am not mad at it. I guess. Like, I don't, sure. Why
I think
not?
it's interesting.
I think it's interesting.
You
What's
walk
this
in,
person
it's
carrying?
like, I have 27.5 pounds.
I think it would be really
Like,
sad to walk by a school because I feel like kids are forced to carry way too much in their backpacks nowadays.
Well, you can blame Natalie for that. She always puts way too many books in her bag to take with her to school. And I'm like,
Natalie, I'm looking at you. Stop.
You have to stop. You have to stop. Okay. The windows briefly display weather emojis before rain.
Like your windows to your house?
Mm-hmm. Any
Absolutely.
window.
Any window. Got it. How about your eyes? Because they're the windows to the soul.
Don't be that guy. don't be the guy.
I'm trying to be romantic, Doug.
That's gonna tenderly squeeze my nipples, to see if I like it and respond accordingly. Don't be that guy.
Are you a lichen?
Oh shit! This is kind of spiral.
I like it. I like emojis on my windows saying it's gonna rain because if I haven't watched the weather, and sometimes it gets cloudy out there, and you're like, does this mean rain? Does this not? If I could get a little emoji alert system, absolutely. I want that.
You see someone just sprinting to find some sort of a window to be like, I don't know, is it gonna rain or not?
Right. The weather. Yeah.
I need to find a window.
I need to find a window. They don't stand in front of those boards anymore. They've just got a window looking out of the office.
Right. Yeah. You just see like an eggplant followed by some squirts. It's like, oh, it's
You're
gonna rain.
I don't want to know. Matt Lauer?
You're gonna find out. If you're outside, you're gonna find out. Okay. Patch note. Number 4 here. Your reflection in a screen can now blink independently.
Nope. That's no good. It's no good.
What do you mean?
There's no need for it, and it's cursed. I don't like it. There's no need for it. I'll say this.
Give your reflection some time. Reflection to have some fun. Let it have some agency, Justin.
It would make filming horror scenes much easier. Less need for special
There you
effects.
go.
But at the same time, would it lessen the intensity when you see something like that in a film because it's so commonplace?
I mean, hey, dude, spiders are all over the place. We still get scared by them, don't we?
Why would you bring that up, Doug? We don't need to talk about spiders right now. We're talking about reflections and screens.
Hey, there's a hand on your wall. Oh wait, that's a huntsman. My bad.
I'm gonna go now.
I'm gonna go.
Here's the thing. In screens, maybe it is a good thing. I'll argue the other side of it. Maybe it is a good thing because if it's disturbing and it would help you step away from screens more often. Maybe that's a good thing.
It would be pretty unsettling to be like, I'm looking at myself. Hey, my reflection blinked and I didn't. That's weird.
I'm gonna step away.
My eyes have never been open when I blinked. I look like an idiot.
Right. That's the other thing. You get to finally see what you look like when you blink in real time. I don't know if we need that
I
in
look
our
stupid.
lives.
I don't like this at all.
Right? Why do the outside of my eyelids look so gross?
All right, we're gonna do 3 more.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Alarm clocks provide snarky commentary after the 3rd snooze.
Oh, 100% yes. This needs to happen yesterday is what this needs. This needs to happen yesterday because the snooze button is the world's biggest con, and I hate it. And it should be taken away. The snooze button it's stupid, it's inefficient, and it is just a cruel joke. Fuck the snooze button.
It's not helpful.
Hashtag fuck snooze.
There was a time in my life where I would, when I was, I can't remember what age I was, but it was probably either late junior high or early high school. I would, my thing was I'd alarm go off, hit snooze twice, then get up. And that was my routine every day. And then finally I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What extra sleep am I really, Practical Doug birthed itself. I
Yep.
was like, what are you actually getting out of this? Nothing. You're
9
getting a whole bunch
minutes?
of sleep for that 9 minutes.
Right. Also, why 9 fucking minutes? That has always
Why not,
bothered me.
Justin?
Why 9?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Mm-hmm. What are we not? You ever thought about that?
We're not sleeping 10 minutes. I'll tell you that's what we're not doing. We're fucking sleeping
Also
9
sleeping
minutes.
8. There we go. All right. Penultimate one here. Here we go.
All right.
Every chair has a hidden boss mode recline angle.
Again, I have so many questions. A hidden
You
boss
lean back
mode.
enough and it's like, welcome to boss mode. You're like, I'm the boss, you know?
Oh,
Like,
okay, got it. So you don't have to like fight something that comes out of the wall then. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you hit a certain angle and like the wall explodes and it's like, fight this dinosaur.
The chair wraps itself around you, hands come out and like now you have to fight me.
Exactly, yeah. And guess, and now I've got you in a what's the wrestling position? Yeah, I've got your back.
The rear naked choke.
That's the one. Yeah, I like this one because I've always been searching for like the ultimate relaxation position. I'm into that.
Well, I think it'd be funny. You go to a certain point, and all of a sudden, like the world freezes, and it just goes boss mode, and you're like, I'm the boss, you know.
And unfreeze, and you're like, what happened here? Why am I like this?
And you're just like, all of a sudden, you're in a suit and tie,
Yep.
and you look like Gordon Gekko, and you're like, what the fuck? Like boss mode engaged, but you got to find the exact angle.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. As you know, because here's the thing:
Awesome.
no one knows what comes with boss mode because anyone who's hit it won't talk about it. So
It's true, because they're dead.
and
Last
that's the real
one.
curse.
Here we go. Keyboards giggle when you mistype your password.
I want that. Yes, I need that in my life.
You look around, you're like a library, you're like, hey man, fucking remember your password. This is annoying. You're like,
Can you imagine going into the office at work and just
oh my God.
like at our work, we have a criminal number of passwords that we have to remember for different
my
logins
God.
and everything. And everyone, I can't tell the certain one section of our support department handles internal like password resets almost exclusively. And so just the
Oh
cacophony of giggles that would be coming from that office are just horrible. And I like to think that every keyboard has a slightly different giggle too.
It does.
Yep.
It does.
Some are playful, some are malicious.
Yeah, some are just absolutely insidious, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
And it would be great. I'd love that. Especially as you're like, fuck, what's my password? And it keeps giggling and you're like, I'm going to fucking break this thing.
This isn't helping me.
I will destroy this.
And then
Very good.
if you hit the forgot password button, what
Oh,
sound does it make, Doug? I think you got it. I think you got it on there.
oh yeah, here we go.
I'm gonna come.
That's it. That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Yep. I knew it. I thought you were going to be like, oh,
Cut.
I haven't heard that in a minute. That makes
I know,
me happy.
been a minute
That
on
makes
that
me
one.
nostalgic.
Yeah,
Or you
Yes.
just hear cranberry juice.
or you hear,
Sort your fucking life out, mate.
Gordon Ramsay. Perfect.
woo, that was good. Justin, what do you
Yes.
have to recommend this week?
So I'm going to take a turn. I usually recommend a movie or TV show, but on this last trip back from Grand Rapids to Evanston and back to Grand Rapids again, traveling in the opposite direction of my car, I got into I don't remember how I got into this podcast or why this was on my library. Someone recommended it, but I was like, oh, it's been on here forever. Let me just see what it is. It's called Radio Rental. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It's fun. It's a narrative horror podcast created by Payne Lindsay that presents real life unscripted horror stories as if they were found on VHS tapes in a fictional video store. So basically, it's like welcome to Radio Rental. You know, let's reach into our box of VHSs and we'll share another story with you guys. And it's they're in this fictional store and they pop it in and it's listeners submitted. Listeners will tape themselves recounting a horror experience they've had. Usually it's a paranormal experience, UFOs, ghosts, like dark shadow entities in their homes or creeks or whatever it may be. And some of them, some people are not the best storytellers. And some you're like,
What do you mean?
there's a lot of holes in this story. But there were a lot that I listened to where I was like, ooh, that's fucking chilling. Like if that's something you actually experienced, regardless of what the real explanation is, fucking chilling. And so they're like 20, I think they're like 24 minutes or something. They usually do 2 stories an episode. And initially, Rainn Wilson was the host and he passed it off to Jeff Foxworthy. So Rainn Wilson played Terry Carnation was the owner of the video store, and then he passed it off to this new person, Ricky Lee. And so Jeff Foxworthy is, Ricky Lee, welcome to Radio Rental. And they've got a cat called Mordecai. And it's just, there's a whole world that they've built up in this video rental store. So it's a fun, listen to one or two and then you probably take a break from it. But it is a fun, just coming out of spooky season. It's a cool idea for a podcast. Also, a lot of the stories gave me some really cool ideas for some short horror films. So I think,
nice. Yeah,
it's just a fun little, a unique concept, I think. So
that's cool.
Check that out, called Radio Rental. Doug, what do you got?
I know it's not the most popular thing, but I'm gonna say it. I like the new season of Witcher on Netflix. I don't have a problem with.
Are people shitting on it?
I don't think people liked it. Okay. I just went back and rewatched all of the seasons because this is a show where like, I think I'd probably just pick up where I left off, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember anything that happened, and I don't know who these people are. I don't know what any of this shit is. So I did this last season with season 3. I was like, and I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, makes more sense now. And I did the same thing with this. I watched it. I'm like, I'm gonna go back again, and I'm like, makes more sense now.
Makes more sense now.
All this makes more sense. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Cool.
I just like the world of The Witcher. I think it's a cool world. I like the rules. I like the characters. I think it's interesting. Charlton Copley plays a really fun character in this season, as does Lawrence Fishburne. So
nice.
Yeah, go ahead, comment and be like, I'm an idiot. That's fine. Whatever. Give me your reasons. I haven't read the books. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Whatever. Fuck them. That being said, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you always, every day, every week, all the time, especially at night. Head over to youtube.com/mindgappodcast. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it. It's a free way of supporting us. While you're there, check out the links in the description, the links to our Discord, our Patreon, and our merch. And also just leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. Give us your 2 cents. We love hearing from you. Feel free to contribute in the Mind Gap community in the Discord as well. We love chatting from you, hearing from you, all that good stuff. It's always super fun. And be sure to check out Justin online as well.
On Instagram, at Justin_Michael, spelled Mikel. It's the fun way of spelling it. And while you're in the online realm, check us out on any place where you can find audio podcasts. Guess what? You'll find us there too. Wherever you listen to Radio Rental, we're right next door to that. So listen to us there as well. You can subscribe, share, download, rate, review, all the things that we ask you to do every week. A big one is sharing. Please let someone know that we're out there. That goes a long way. And then TwoEastEighth.com, TwoEastEighth on all social media, loveandimprovfilm.com, loveandimprovfilm on Instagram.
Yay! And with that, I'll say, Justin, thank you.
Douglas, thank you.
Listeners, viewers, thank you. And you all have a dandy fucking week.
Mind Gap Podcast.